Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Club Scene, the show where we focus on the diversity, the variety of clubs at Hunter College. Every episode, club members will come to our studio and tell you all you need to know about their clubs, their history, their mission, and the social life here at Hunter. I'm your host, Christina Williams. This week, we have the president of the Hunter Hillel Club joining us, Pauline Margolis, and the David Project intern, Charles Fricano.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us, guys. So can you tell me a little bit about your position as the president of the Hunter Hillel Club?
As the president, I'm just here to look out for all of the little activities that are going on in the Hunter Hillel Club. We are a lounge located in Thomas Hunter 401. It's meant to be an open, safe space for everyone to come, visit. There's events going on constantly, food, friends, really creates a warm environment for people who Hunter is a commuter school, so it's really convenient to have this place where people can call home, and we're just making it the best as possible.
Charles, you are the David Project intern of the Hillel Club. Can you tell us a little bit about your position with the club and what exactly is the David Project?
The David Project is something that it offers an alternative to student advocacy. Instead of an us versus them, it's more of a let's get to know each other because we're both people and strike a friendship, and then we'll go on from there. We'll talk about some hot button issues, but after we've established the friendship, it's truly a good and, in my opinion, the best form of advocacy out there because it results in conversation, and it's the best thing to have when talking about these hot button topics.
10% of students here at Hunter College identify as Jewish. Can you talk about the history of this club and the foundation, and the Hillel Foundation?
Well, it's important to know. I mean, Hillel is for everyone, not just for Jews. Of course, it emphasizes all different rounds of corners of things, but it's for everyone. We have people from all faiths, religions, genders, sexualities coming over and hanging out in our lounge, conducting different events. The Hillel is an amazing institution that empowers anyone and everyone. And more particularly, it is centered around the Jewish narrative tradition, but open to all and empowering all.
And speaking of events, what are some events that the club put together and organized?
So we have different events ranging from religious events to cultural events. One thing that I have been working on this semester or previous semester, there's a lot of Russian Jewish students, and I'm Russian myself. So we did, the Russian students came together and did a Russian cultural lunch every 2 weeks or so. So this creates just like a safe space for the students to come and feel like they have a sense of community at Hunter. And we also have like a lot of political events. Charles actually ran a really cool event about, he brought in a Syrian refugee.
Really?
Can you tell you a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so my family's Syrian actually. We arrived here August 11th, 1983, but we do have family friends who were back there until a few years ago. Thanks to the Hillel and the crazy push that we had, we were able to bring in one of my friends who was just in Aleppo as of about 3 or so years ago.
Wow.
When all the turmoil was happening. He told the story of how his kidnapping and how his multiple kidnappings were transformative of his entire life. And we brought him into the Roosevelt House where he gave his talk about his life and his experiences. Thankfully, he's going to be attending Georgetown University next year, and it was a truly inspiring story. It never gets old for me, and I'm very glad that the Hunter Hillel can bring that sort of perspective of what the real world perspectives are from within, not from outside it.
Speaking of politics, I mean, Donald Trump, our president, is so against having refugees come into the United States. What are your thoughts on that, being that you are from Syria?
Well, I mean, I myself am not from Syria. My
parents.
Yeah. America is a refugee country. I was at an event where they were giving out buttons. My people were refugees too. It was a very emotional thing that what would have happened if my family was turned away. But it's also important to note that in a time of instability and a lot of uncertainty, especially with events going on in Europe, would you dip your hand in a bowl full of M&Ms if you know some are poisonous?
Right.
It's a complicated dilemma, but we don't have all the facts. So in regards to that, it's a sticky topic.
Now, just to get back into like what we were talking about earlier with the Israel experience, can you talk about the trips and things that your club organizes in Israel?
So our club does have a birthright trip that they lead. Our club is very into the diversity, going on the diversity of Hunter College. We want to bring that diversity onto the trips. We have trips that actually, Charles, you went on a trip in the winter, right?
I went on the David Project trip,
Okay.
Israel Uncovered, yes.
Right, so it's all about bringing students that aren't necessarily Jewish to see from the inside out how it is, and it's about opening up people's eyes and like showing people what Israel is all about.
What are some of the career opportunities that your club presents for students here at Hunter?
Oh, that's endless. There's
We actually have a career coach that
There you
comes
go.
in every Monday. It's Career Mondays. She's awesome. You can talk to her. You can bring your resume. She can help you work on it. Then she also runs events outside of school where she can bring in different people to help and like mentors. So our club is very into helping their students, empowering their students, pushing them to reach their goals.
And one final question, can you tell us a little bit about what's next for the both of you? I know that you're graduating next week.
Yes.
So what's next?
So I'm graduating in a week. I'm taking a gap year, but I want to go into physical therapy school, so going to be applying to schools, see where I get in. I want to do dance and sports physical therapy.
Oh, wow. And
I plan on applying to law school the next cycle that we have. September 18th is the big day. And I plan on first practicing some sort of transactional contract law. And maybe as a second career or as a side sort of thing, I plan on becoming involved in international relations, more specifically towards the Middle East. It speaks very, very strongly to my heritage and also to my allegiance to the Jewish state. I think there's a lot to be done there, and in the end of the day, we all want peace, and I'd love to be a part of making that happen.
And now for all of our viewers who may be interested in finding out more about your club, where can we find you?
So we're located in Thomas Hunter 401. We actually just got a new lounge. It's cool, renovated. It's open from 10 to 6 usually. You can come in, join our newsletter, join our email list, and all the events will be sent to you. We have a Facebook group. We're out there. You just have to look.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
HunterHillel.org.
Yeah.
HunterHillel.org. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's
Our
been a
pleasure.
pleasure to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's our show for today. I'd like to thank our guests, Pauline and Charles from the Hunter Hillel Club, for joining us. And you can contact us at theclubsceneosa@gmail.com. Our social media links are listed below in the show notes. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm your host, Christina Williams. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you the next time for The Club Scene.